Hello everybody. Today we are going to see the rest of the unit. Today we will start from 12.3 Audit of Transactions on Computer. Let's begin. Audit can be broadly of two types, namely auditing manual processes and audit through computer. Audit through computer is important to find out the accuracy and integrity of information system output. These types of audit are done by information system expert and use test data to check the adequacy and accuracy of control mechanism built into the system. A typical audit looks at the following factors. Audit of response time. In this audit, the actual response time of the system versus the desired response time is compared to the performance of the system. Audit of broken links. This is applicable to website and other intranet applications. The most irritating things on a website is not finding a link document. There are automated software to find broken slash unavailable links on website. Database audit. Database audits involve checking the database integrity and availability. The information that is sent to the database should be checked with the information actually stored on the database. Network audit. Network audit involves checking the vulnerability of network. It checks whether the network configuration is giving optimal performance or not. Transaction audit. Transaction audit is a process to find who did changes, what changes are made, whether the changes are authorized or not as per the security policy of the organization. The details of the above transactions are written to either a media or printed. This allows database administrators to track changes and helps the organization to to satisfy regulatory requirements such as tracking specific users' actions, general security screening, validating user permissions, etc. Audit of computer security. Issues of security of computer involve both physical and logical security. Physical security involves restricting physical access to the computing resources from unauthorized person. Logical security involves restricting the use of computing resources by unauthorized person by providing logical control mechanism. Example: password protection. The audit of computer security involves review of physical and logical security measures, review of parameters, plans, practices, and policies that are developed and implemented by the organization of the computer resources, and how security measures are followed for computers, networks, and data communication. They are also included in the audit. Audit of application. Here both manual and programmed internal controls related to information systems are assessed. Primarily, there are four areas of audit coverage for an application being reviewed. The four areas are given below. Control environment. This includes reviewing the system security, its operating platform, system documentation, and the interaction it has with other systems. Data input controls. This involves reviewing the controls which ensure that data that enters into the system is accurate, complete, and valid as per the standard. Examples include verifying system tables, limit checks, range checks, and redundant data checks. Processing controls. These controls ensure that the data is properly processed and that automatic calculations performed by the system are accurate. This is tested by accessing controls built into the programs and by processing test data through the system and comparing the results of processing with expected results. Also, there will be checks on currency of stored data, default values, and reporting exceptions. Output controls. In this review of the system generated reports to ensure that they are accurate and the reports produced are reliable, timely, and relevant is done. Also, it is checked whether cost savings can be achieved by reducing the number of reports produced. Data control personnel perform visual review of computer output and reconciliation of totals. Now comes benefits of audit. Information system audit is increasingly becoming the focal point of the independent audit, compliance audit, and operational audits. An information system audit can help the organizations in many ways: improve system and process controls, prevent and detect errors as well as fraud, reduce risk and enhance system security, plan for contingencies and disaster recovery, manage information and developing systems, prepare for the independent audit, evaluating the effectiveness and efficiency related to the use of resources, standardization, improve business efficiency, cost control, competitive advantage. Now comes computer assisted audit techniques. The auditors use various types of automated audit software to carry out IS audit. The use of computer assisted audit tools CAATS should be controlled by the IS auditor to provide reasonable assurance that the audit objectives and the detailed specifications of the CAATS have been met. There are two major types of CAATS, namely audit software and test data. Audit software. This is a computer program used to process data of significance for audit from entities accounting system. The auditor should substantiate their validity for audit purposes before making use of these tools. These include package programs, generalized computer programs to perform data processing functions like reading computer files, selecting info, performing calculations, etc. Special purpose programs, computer programs designed to perform audit tasks in specific business circumstances. C. Utility tools used by the auditors to perform common data processing functions like sorting, creating, and printing files. These tools are not designed for audit purposes specifically. Various commercial audit software are available to carry out system audit. Some of them are Visual Audit Pro, IDEA, EZ Audit. Visual Audit Pro, it audits automatically over a network. It audits activities like use, log on or off, collects information about software and its version, collects information about hardware inventory like serial number model memory, and associated peripheral devices, user information, registry information, etc. EZ audit. With this software, one can know information on capacity of RAM, name of network card with its connect speed, MAC address, and TCP/IP information. You can also find out how many local removable and network drives are there on the system, what printers are connected, both networked and local, etc. On software front, it gives information on name and version of OS running on the system with service packs, installed programs and their names, exe files and DLL versions. IDEA, interactive data extraction and analysis. IDEA can be used to import information from database to be audited for further analysis to auditor. It helps to corroborate audit evidence effectively. For example, it can check for duplicate payment on a single invoice. It is useful to analyze system log for fraud detection. Consider the audit of a payroll package. The potential fraud that can occur in a payroll system is very high. Therefore, audit software is used as detection tool for fraud. The audit software looks for salary unusually high, extracting information without a department number, extract information on bank account number. It also can extract information on fictitious employee, compare it with personal database. It can also compare payment details of two different months. Test data. Test data is used to test the correctness of the software. When test data is processed with the entries normal processing systems, the auditors should ensure that the test transactions are subsequently eliminated from the system. When using the test data, the IS auditors should be aware that the test data should only point out the erroneous processing and should not change the data that is produced by the system during real life. Audit expert systems. Some IS auditors make use of expert systems to assist in auditing. When using these audit expert systems, the IS auditor should be thoroughly knowledgeable of the operations of the system to confirm that the decision paths followed are appropriate to the given audit environment for situation. Audit trail. Audit trail is a log of changes made in the data, settings, and related changes. Security subsystem should maintain detailed logs of who did what and when, and also if there are any attempts security violations. The availability of the log is extremely valuable. Log provides information for the system auditor to be able to determine who initiated the transaction, the time of the day, date of entry, the type of entry, fields of information that were affected, and the terminal used. System logs should be analyzed to provide detailed information on all normal and abnormal transactions during each processing period. System access and attempted access violations can be automatically logged by the computer and can be reported for check and review. Listing of terminal addresses and locations can be used to look for incorrectly logged, missing, or additional terminals. Applying the principles of information system security, an audit raised in this write up will ensure that an organization's information assets and systems are adequately controlled, monitored, and assessed. So, here we come to the check your progress too, and next we will start from computer system and security issues. And yeah, it is uh, 4 pages, 5, 6, and yeah, then in the last section we will complete the entire unit. So till then, um, keep exploring.